This is Aaron.
Hey, Ron, what's going on, my guy?
All right. I'm currently in medical school. I'm in my third year of medical school.
He's an M3. That's what you call yourselves, right?
That's right.
M3. See,
I'm an M3.
Yeah, good for you.
And what is and what do the M's numbers go up to?
4.
Okay, you're almost through then. I'd say you're almost 75% of the way done.
I'm graduating in a year.
Okay.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
So what kind of doctor are you going to be?
My plan is to be an ER doctor.
Oh, we got that. We got George Clooney on the phone. Did you ever watch that show ER on the television back in the day?
You know, that was a little bit before my time.
Before my time, too, of course.
Yeah.
But some of the kids don't know, before George Clooney was a tequila man, he was a doctor. He's really the Renaissance man of our years. I mean, he's done so many different jobs.
Think so.
That guy was an astronaut, too.
You know, I met George Clooney once.
Did you?
Yeah, and I got proof he signed my tequila bottle.
Did he? Did he sign your friggin' Casamigos?
Yeah, I literally saw George Clooney. All I had on me was a Casamigos bottle. I had him sign it. He had his buddy there with him, so I had him sign it as well.
His tequila buddy?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. So, I didn't want him to feel bad, so I got a signature.
Miles.
Pretty recognizable.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Aaron, do you have a George Clooney signed tequila bottle?
I do not. I do not.
Not many do. Not many do.
I'm thinking I have to get one now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you see him, he can sign your scrubs too, because that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. That actually would be pretty cool.
Charlie,
my question for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
My question for you, is, if you guys were doctors, what kind of doctors would you be?
Okay. Charlie, if you were a doctor, what doctor would you be?
Well, I'd be a dick doc.
Okay. All right, Dick Doc.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You know,
why are you a Dick Doc?
Because I feel like I know my way around one.
Okay.
And
you've been around one your whole life.
Yeah. And I feel like too many fellas are, nervous about something's wrong with their pecker. They're nervous or they're embarrassed. And I would make a bunch of videos like, "Hey, I'm Charlie the Dick Doc. Let me tell you about your pecker, fella." And I make a bunch of rhymes and funny little things so people learn about their pecker.
We'll make them feel comfortable too, because going to the doctor for your pecker is a little bit of an uncomfortable situation for most folks. And if you can make them feel right at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I would start off by saying, you do a campaign about checking your balls, because you got to do that, fellas. If you're not rubbing those balls every night, you're going to want to start thinking about it. Testicular cancer is a real thing. And also, look, Charlie the Dick Doc knows, fellas, it's always cold in the doctor's office, okay? I'm assuming you got a few more inches on you, all right? So don't worry about that.
I told the damn nurse to turn the heat up in here.
Jeez Louise. Hang on, these hands are freezing cold. They'll suck any turtle back into the shell. Voomp. So, that's what I think. That's where my calling really is right there.
Yeah, it might be a little cold in here, but I see you got a sweater with a hood on it to keep yourself warm.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a turtleneck guy today. Okay. Well, that's how she goes.
Now, Charlie, what would be your line as you're doing your exam? Is there any good lines that come to your mind?
Yeah. Can I get you some tea? Because looks like you got a cough. As I'm cupping the balls, trying to get a little cough, seeing if there's a hernia going on. Well, enough about me.
Right.
And quit testing me, Miles. What would you be? What kind of doctor would you be?
I'm looking for maybe the easiest doctor job.
Yeah.
And maybe Aaron can help me out with maybe what is the one that you do the least amount of work for the most amount of money. That's what I'm looking for. Aaron, what would you say? What medical doctor has to do the least amount of work for the most amount of money and also not too much risk either?
I'm going to say dermatology.
Okay. He knew it right off the top. Is that why it's super hard to become a dermatologist?
That's exactly why. it's one of the big reasons, because they have, like the great like work-life balance.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily love having to deal with things like herpes and stuff like that, but
Well, that's for the dick doc to take care of.
yeah, I'll refer them to you.
Yeah, that's it.
Me and Charlie just keep referring people back to each other,
Oh man, I tell you guys, I went to the dermatologist, and I was like, I got this mole on the back of my head that like it always like gets hit by the comb when I'm getting my hair cut. So I was like, can you just like slice that sucker off? I don't want to deal with it. And she says, yeah, that's no problem. And then I realized I got charged for that, and I was like, and the way she sliced it, I mean, it wasn't I've cleaned enough walleyes. I probably could have gotten the fillet knife out and got that done myself. So, but I'm sure she did a better job. Anyways, it's just nice to know that a little slight, if you're half good with a knife on the dermatology thing, you can rack up that money pretty damn quick. Anyways, I digress.
It probably would have been a little more sterile than your walleye knife too.
Yeah, well, I would have put it through the hot knifing thing,
No, yeah, you would have dipped it in some vodka.
Yeah, there you go. There's plenty of ways to sanitize.
And the tequila.
There you go.
George Clooney tequila.
Signed bottle. How do you feel about becoming an ER doc? Are you nervous about it?
Not really. Before school, I worked in an emergency department for a while, and so I think that's kind of why I want to do it now.
Yeah, why are you drawn to it? Is it the thrill of the pressure and the frantic environment, or what? Why you want to be an ER doctor?
A little bit, yeah. And I think I don't really get too nervous about many situations. Nothing really seems to bother me that much. Like I don't really care about all the bodily fluids or whatever that's coming out of a person. So I feel like if I can just remain calm in those situations, someone's got to do it. And if I can do it, I might as well do it.
Should we role play and see if he's ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Who do you want to be, Charlie?
Oh, jeez. Dr. Aaron, how are you? Hey, look, my buddy Miles here. He's got a real issue going on right now. Can you help him?
I split my scrotum.
He split the scrot, Doc.
Split your scrot.
He split the scrot. We were on a diving board, and I said, do the ass drop into the pool, and he accidentally hit the tip of the diving board. He did the old scrot splitter. And I know.
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm starting
blood everywhere.
I think I may be in shock. I might be in shock,
Maybe.
Charlie.
Can we save the testes, Aaron?
I want to have more kids. I need to have more kids.
He didn't donate the sperm before. We need to get this pecker up and operating. By the way, I want to be a dick doc one day. Are you laughing at his condition?
I am laughing.
Dr. Aaron, we got a split scrot over here, all right?
Doc Aaron, my nuts are hanging lower than they usually are. Help me out.
He needs a new bag for his bag.
No. All right, we'll get surgery involved. This is a problem for surgery.
Oh, you're going to delegate my balls to someone else?
Doc, we need. Is he gonna be okay?
He's gonna be fine.
Am I gonna have to get metal nuts for the rest of my life and be clanking around the mall?
That'd be actually awesome.
That would be heavy.
Well,
hey, he can handle it. That would just build the quads. Well, Dr. Aaron, I think I'm going to give you a C on that. I can tell you need another year of the bedside. If someone comes in with a split scrot, you're going to need to come quicker with the bedside manner.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't feel as comforted as I'd like to be. It was kind of just a cold, hey, get the hell out of here, go to surgery.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been working in an ER before. How do you do that? How do you take it from, this is your office. You show up day in and day out, but for everyone going into the ER, it's a real special occasion for them, and they're scared. Mm-hmm. How do you comfort them, even though you've seen this shit every day? Also, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in the ER?
The weirdest thing I've seen, I've seen a split scrotum before.
And is that what you did?
That is not what I did. It was a kid. It was a couple years ago, July 4th. He was in the water, and the boat propeller, they backed into him in the water.
Oh, no. Damn.
Yes, and he had several lacerations going from basically his knee to his waist on his right leg.
Did his pecker stay intact?
Everything was intact. It was just kind of there, I guess. I don't.
So was it
everything was intact.
Was it a stitch it up situation?
It was a stitch it up situation, and then send him to the surgeon and let the surgeons clean it out and make sure there's gonna be no infection or anything involved with it.
Okay. All right. So now, folks, listen. Now nobody likes hearing these things, okay? But this is a PSA for all of you out there. If you're in the frickin' boat, okay, don't be drinking. All right, there are scrotes out there in the water. All right.
Well, if you're driving the boat,
right? They're everywhere.
What else are you gonna do on a boat if you're not driving? If you're not drinking? Charlie?
Well, if you're driving, don't be drinking, and look around for God's sake. Don't go backing it out if there's a kid back. That drives me nuts. You know. Ugh.
Yeah, that kid was. I think he was wakeboarding and fell off the wakeboard, and they were going back to pick him up, and they just backed too far into him.
Yeah. That and those. You know what I hate? I don't like when you're out there wakeboarding or whatever, and they got the music up super loud. You know, when you're like going to get the guy, because then you can't hear someone say "Stop, you dumb fuck." You know. Anyway, it just drives me nuts. But wow, that's wild. Whew. All right.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing?
Well, Charlie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How can we help Aaron here? You know, he called.
I forgot what he wants our help for.
No, I'm about to tell you what we're going to give him advice on. He didn't ask for it. We're going to tell him.
All right.
What are some tactics he can deploy to make someone who comes in the ER feel a little more comfortable in there?
Well,
yeah,
you say
that would be good. That'd be good to know.
Hey, that is good. Hey, welcome to the ER. My name's Aaron. What can I get you? Yeah, you want a beer while you wait? All right. Well, just have a seat right over there next to Terry. Terry's in here for a little shot of something special. You know, comes in every now and again. But yeah, what do you think? Miller Lite, Liney's, you want an old fashioned? Yeah. Have some beer nuts. Yeah. Have some nuts or chips or
pretzels, something like
just
that.
Something to munch on.
Maybe add a little side of ranch with the pretzels could be good.
Pickles would be nice.
I think you should also make sure, especially if you're going to be in the Midwest. I don't know where you're at. I don't remember. But if you're in the Midwest, people are deal hunters here in the Midwest. They like a good bargain. So make sure you let everyone know what's on special that day.
And
if you got scrotum stitches on special.
Yeah.
If you got.
Can we get a twofer?
Yeah. Basically, maybe him and Terry can do a 2-for-1 deal in the x-ray machine.
That's true. If we have two people getting x-rays, everyone needs x-rays, but x-rays is expensive. So, you just get Miles, fantastic idea. The other thing is you want people to be cool in the waiting room, so like a couple broken TVs, some might be flipped to the news. We don't need the news. We don't need like old sitcoms or whatever. We just need ourselves like a bunch of newspapers with coupons in them.
Yeah.
So scissors, give us some scissors out there so we can cut coupons while we wait. All right. And also some cards would be nice.
Deck of cards, maybe a cribbage board could be good.
Some
bar dice.
Bar dice would be great. An open bar would be fantastic, but I know that would be a little expensive and problematic.
Especially in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Let's get a dealer out there. And what I love about North Dakota, you can walk into a bar and there's a dealer in the corner ready to deal blackjack. Let's get a dealer in the ER waiting room. Because a big part of the stressor for you as an ER doc is going to be people's annoyances when they walk in. And that can build over time. It builds cortisol on both ends of the deal. Like you're getting the excess cortisol because they have excess cortisol. Trying to limit that. So let's get a dealer in there and let's give them something else to focus their anxieties on, like gambling.
I think another thing is, I've been to hotels where when you check in, they have hot cookies waiting for you.
Oh,
if you guys could have a baker on staff that's just keeping them fed with hot cookies, it leaves a better taste in your mouth.
Quite literally. Hot cookies would be nice. Yeah.
What do you think of those?
Have fishing on the TV. I wasn't sure what to put on TV. I just want some nice fishing clips.
I can do fishing.
And if you could do it so it's not just a bunch of friggin' bass tournaments. I mean, I like a nice bass tournament, but let me see a guy catch some walleyes. Yeah, put Larry Smith outdoors on once in a while.
Yeah, maybe on Fridays throw on River Monsters. Maybe get the heart pumping a little bit more.
That could be cool. I'd like to. I want to see multi-species action on my TVs.
I tell you what, if someone's having heart palpitations, might level them right back out or jolt them back to life if you've got the River Monsters on the TV.
Yeah, it's a healing experience.
It might shock them right back into rhythm.
Oh, there we go.
Exactly.
That's medical terminology. And now that I'm thinking of it, for God's sakes, Aaron, an entire wall that's an aquarium.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that is the best part of the doctor's office.
And I would say the last one you could throw out there is just have some board games. I think you could probably have Operation sitting there.
There you go.
Do it like beer league, though. You know how you have giant Jenga? Do giant Operation, like shuffleboard size Operation.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really cool.
Basically, you can warm them up for what they're about to do.
Yeah, and have the electric shock be on yourself. Like how you get a little like you wear a collar, and if you hit the sides, it gives you a little. Like the dogs can handle it, we can handle it. So this sounds like an awesome ER.
I mean, also, you go to, it's really popular nowadays to have experience-based businesses, right? Like there's a place in Faro called Clay Your Way where you can go and make something out of clay or stuff, or make your own food. You go to a restaurant, pay, and you cook the food, which is insane. But you could have a little craft station with like scalpels, and you could have them stitching up like bananas and stuff. I've seen that online of practicing. They could do their own stitches at some point.
Oh, that's
do it yourself.
Yeah, DIY stitches, and it's free labor for you guys.
And you know what? Now that Miles, I love this idea because when I was a bike mechanic back in high school, college, we had a station at the shop where people could just do it themselves. Like they had a trilling stand. They could fix their wheels on their own. You could do like brakes. There was a bike stand. So you could do all the easy stuff kind of yourself. That's nice for two ways. One, if it's really an easy repair on them, let's say they just need a few stitches. You got some Neosporin out there, some hydrogen peroxide, dip that sucker, stitch her up. And if they do a good job, great, they're out of your hair. If they do a bad job, they screwed it up more. Now you get more money. That was how we always said too. Like, okay, we'll give you the trilling stand. Good chance you're going to strip the deal. And then we're just going to have to, put a whole new set of spokes on for you. So, anywho, it's a good business model is what I'm trying to tell you.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those do you like?
Basically,
yeah, go ahead.
I think we should open a casino in the ER waiting rooms.
That's it. Hey, you know what? Couldn't agree more.
I feel like that's what all this boils down into.
Yeah.
You think you can get upper management on board with an open bar?
I don't. That one might be a tough one to pull.
No, here's how you pull it. You say, "Hey, do you want this? Okay. It'll pay for itself. We got a casino down there. The more they're drinking, the more they're playing. The more they're playing, the more they're losing. The house always wins. Keep them playing. So that's it. Right there, you got it.
It may increase like the patient satisfaction surveys as well.
It would, yeah. They'll be so drunk they'll forget. If they're a bleeder, they may start bleeding more because I think alcohol makes you bleed a little more.
But for the people who need blood thinners, they don't even need to. Yeah.
There you go.
Also, then you don't gotta worry about any sort of numbing agent.
Yeah,
they're already ingesting that themselves.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that'll
you can save money there.
Save you on the anesthetic. So, well, anyway, Aaron, I'm happy with the satisfaction. I hope you're satisfied with what we gave you here today. I'm satisfied with what we gave you here today. So
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Well, man, we're excited for you. You're going to be a doctor here soon. And good luck on your last year of school. And good luck in the ER.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember, make those folks feel comfortable. They're in a scary situation. A little small talk goes a long way.
Does. Good bedside manner. And some gambling. All right. Bye-bye now.
And some gambling.
You betcha.
Bye-bye.
Nice guy that Aaron
Also,
is.
very funny that we're encouraging him to do small talk in the ER where time is of the importance.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I love you, Charlie, but you might be the worst ER doctor of all time. Oh, God, you got hit by a boat. Who was driving that?
Oh, jeez Louise. Now, what kind of a boat was it? Yeah.
Were they fishing? What kind of lures are they using?
Yeah. How was the bite that day? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm very grateful for all the real doctors out there. And, everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses. And my strength is in the BS.